I learned through my grandfather, my adopted grandfather, Samuel Frog, from Hayward, Wisconsin. He too was Anishinaabe. And he brought me into what's known as the Sacred Circle. And back in '69, gave me my first black and whites that go on top of the headdress. Grandpa Samuel Frog used to sing this song no matter what he was doing. Him and his wife Mamie, Grandma Mamie, they lived out in the woods up in Hayward, Wisconsin. Log cabin, sod rooftop, no running water, no electricity. And that's how they loved to live. They lived off the land, growing their own vegetables. And no matter what he was doing, building canoe out of natural resources, birch bark, the frame, the tar, pitch, everything was all natural. And she sewed a lot, buckskin material, cloth, dresses, shirts and stuff. And that's how they lived. But that's where I got the songs was from my grandfather, Samuel Frog. And if I offend anybody with what I'm about to say, I ask for your forgiveness. This song comes to us from a time of World War I, when our grandfathers and grandmothers went off to war to fight for a country they weren't considered citizens of yet. They left their homes, their families, their loved ones to fight for a country they weren't considered citizens of yet in 1917. But to fight alongside their non-native brothers and sisters who also left their homes, their families, and their loved ones for the love of their country, to fight for their country. When the first wave of Indian veterans, they say the first wave of veterans that returned home, they say there was 49 of them, and each one had a song. And so it became the tradition of round dance songs. I don't know who composed this song, what tribe he was from, whether he was in a foxhole, on the land, on the ground, on the sea. I don't know where he was when he composed the song. But they say each one had a song, and some songs are sung entirely in the language where the individual was from, whatever tribe he was from or she was from. But this song, a lot of the songs nowadays, 49 round dance songs, have English verses in them, and this is one of those songs. This man is trying to convey a message from his sweetheart from across the great water, the great seas. Indian people call the oceans and the seas the great water. So he's trying to send a message to his sweetheart, singing to her. And I was singing the song at a hand drum contest up in Fort Belknap, Montana, years ago, early 90s. And as I was making my way across the harbor, across the dance arena, I was going back over to where I was sitting, and this gentleman stopped me. He said, "Young man, hold on there, I want to ask you something." I said, "Yes, grandfather, what is it?" He was like 6'4", 6'5", big man, long gray and white braids, just in his attire, his clothing. So I looked up at, I'm 5'7", so I looked up at him. I said, "Yes, grandfather, what is it?" So where did you get that song that you just sang? So I proceeded to tell him this story I just shared with you all. And he said, "I want to give you a gift." And he gifted me with a bag of Indian tobacco and a monetary gift for coffee and fry bread money. And I looked at it and I said, I'm sorry, grandfather. When we were taught as young people growing up, always address your elders as grandmother and grandfather, no matter who they are and where they come from. So I looked at the gift he gave me, and I felt kind of embarrassed and kind of ashamed, because I looked up at him and I said, "I'm sorry, grandfather, I don't have anything in return to give you." And he said, "You already have. You brought back a song I thought I would never hear again." He said he hadn't heard it in years, and he served in World War II. My grandpa Samuel Frog served in World War I, my adopted grandfather. So I want to honor everyone here today, all our warriors, men and women, those that are serving in different other military divisions, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force. I'd like to honor all of you with this song, but especially for those who paid the ultimate sacrifice that didn't return home. This is for all our warriors, native and non-native. I don't come back, remember that I'll always love you. Hey, hey, Okay. Thank you all so much.